look at all these things. All of a sudden they're live. Ah, we got PCBs, we got drum rolls. Holy cow. It's all live. How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hey, I didn't think I was going to get to stream today. So this is pretty cool. How we doing? So he is streaming. Discord bot was telling me different. Yeah, Discord bot had it right until yesterday because, Discord said tomorrow. And that was the initial plan. I didn't think I was going to get to stream today because I was supposed to be at work today. But some generous soul who probably spent too much money going on too many vacations and is now desperate for work offered to work for me today. So he's at work and I'm here. So here we are. So happy day, happy day. And I'd rather do it today than tomorrow. Tomorrow actually we're going to end up going to get our Christmas tree. We're going to take the kids out of school and get our Christmas tree. Glad he was wrong. Well, me too. Me too. Hey, Will, how's it going? I saw Quindor, Mark, bunch of familiar faces. How's it going? Jamie? Oh, Jamie Stubb. You must be Stubbs in Discord. Is that right? Is that you? Hey, from Montana. First stream. How's it going, Matt? Thanks for being here. First stream. We should do something for first stream, shouldn't we? Let's do one of these things. I like the unicorns. Woo! I can't hear the music for some reason. Can you hear the music? Yeah, you must hear the music. Okay, good. Yep, that's you. Okay, good. Want to see your xLights display? Yes, we do, Paul. Share. We want lots of people's not here. Frank said, not here. First and foremost, Merry Christmas, everyone. That's right, Will. Merry Christmas. What a fun time. Bearded Tinkerer. I like your videos, dude. I like your videos. Greetings from India. Got a Christmas tree yesterday. Still waiting on the new tiny. Oh, yes, Quindor. Post a link for those. Would you please post a link for those? I know you probably were the one that sent it, I think, 2 weeks ago during a live stream. I remember looking at those lights. And so you must have sent it. And then I watched your video. Might as well post a link to that video also because that was really good and useful. And so I watched that video and I like those lights so much. I used your link and I went on AliExpress and I bought 10 strings. So hopefully they'll come soon. Those seem like such a cool light for a lot of things, especially like you said, Christmas tree. Putting them on a Christmas tree is going to be really cool. So. Bruh, we'll be back. We'll see. I've heard that before. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. IRRX sensor to the PCB. Oh gosh, I'm not sure which you mean there. Chardat, which PCB? Holy crap, nice. What controller? Are you asking me what controller I'm using? I'm using Node MCUs and wLED for everything. Game changer. Have so many people freaking out about mine. Good. So what we're gonna do today, because I'm closer than I have been in the past. Oh great, my monitor's not gonna work. Oh sweet, that's awesome. I'm closer than I have been in the past to getting xLights working. So we're gonna go through that, and then what I probably will do, just to make it easier. Is to find somebody, one of you who feels expert enough to join me, at least through voice. You don't have to have a camera. If you do, that's fine too. But, and make sure that you walk me through. Like if I start stumbling too much, I don't want to just fumble through the whole time and make everybody suffer through me, not knowing what I'm doing. Not that that has ever happened before. Like last week, week before. So anyways, so if you're an expert on xLights, be prepared. We may be tapping into your expertise today. Am I going to sing my own song or edit someone else's? I think I'll edit someone else's, Jamie. That's my thought, but I tried doing that and it almost seemed harder. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't have much stuff. I've got my roof line. That's all I have, but I just want to do something easy. Can't sell the boss on permanent LEDs for the house. So living vicariously through y'all. Oh, that's too bad, Welbo. That's too bad. When the little aluminum channel ones, you can't even see them. They're so hard to tell that anything is even there. So if like for somebody who's in an HOA or who has a boss who's not so keen on the idea, man, those ones in the channel, you can't hardly see them. All right, let me see. I'm going to have to see if I can get my monitor to work here. I don't know why it doesn't want to work. When I say my monitor, I mean, for some reason, Monitor on this right side's not showing up. Cradola. Need ideas for alum channel for strands. What's that? What's alum channel? Oh, aluminum channel. Ideas. Check. I've got the links. I've got the links in that video description. I guess I'll pull up my pretty links right here. Are you going to buy from Amazon or from AliExpress? Amazon. The one on AliExpress, just make sure you get the right length. I accidentally bought some that were only like this long instead of being a meter long. So make sure you get the right one. Wish I had a window to do that projection. House is too small. Not bad at all. The shower curtain is genius. Thanks. Somebody told me about it here in the stream a few weeks ago, and then I was like, I got people offering me projectors all the time. Let's do it. Am I using waterproof IP66 strips in your aluminum channel? Correct. IP67 are the ones I have in the aluminum channel, but I think you could use the 65s as well. I know others have used the IP65s in the aluminum channel because they're not really going to get submerged in water. And they've got, the aluminum channel and the diffuser. So they're going to stay pretty protected or reasonably protected. I wouldn't go so far as to put the like the IP30s that aren't really waterproof or dustproof or anything. Maybe they're sort of dustproof. But I wouldn't put those up there outside because what I've seen, even if you think they're, under something, it's pretty easy for water to just kind of creep along a surface and get down in there and start to pool up or something. So that'd be bad. Do I have a Pi for a Falcon Player Pi? I have a Pi, but I have not. I hooked up Falcon Player last Christmas and didn't get very far with it, so I haven't done that yet. But for right now what I'm going to do is xLights and xLights scheduler, and probably just go from there. So from pixels to nodes, well, I have one spot. No, I have one spot where I've got nodes, I guess, is what if what you're asking, John, is have I gone to the strips? All right, Mohammed. Thanks for subscribing. We'll give you this. Most of my lights are still pixels. And so they're the big ones, and that's almost all my lights. But I just, as a test, I did get a strip of IP67s. Well, I actually had them for a long time, but I got the aluminum channel and I put them just in one spot outside. I'll probably put some more. I'll do some more aluminum channel with strips probably because I like them. They're cool. How's the bug? Did you see it, Father Time? Did you see my post on Instagram? The bug is awesome. It's in fact, I'll be working on it again tomorrow. It's going to be, so I got the transmission and the motor meshed finally with the coupler in between. And when I spin the motor, the transmission spins and it is fantastic. And I got like an inch to spare. So I'm going to be working on it some more tomorrow. I put it all together and knowing, I fumbled with it for hours trying to just get it and figure out the right way to lift it. That motor is so dang heavy. It's not easy to lift and just get it just right, but I finally got it and now I need to take it apart. It needs a few shims. I need to shim it in a couple places to get it so that it doesn't just bend my brace that I built. And then I also need to fill that coupler with grease. I didn't have any grease in the coupler, and I don't think it would last very long that way without it. All right, let's see. We're going to try another video capture device. No, video capture device. We're going to try monitor capture. Maybe it is a video capture device? Window capture? I guess we could try window capture. Let's try window capture. See what happens. No, let's not see what happens. Let's do it the right way. Display capture. That's what I want. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't want it. So it wants to capture that one. It does not want to capture that one. So we're going to just add a new source. Oh, there it goes. Oh, hello, everyone. Okay. Oh, good. Now it's back to working. Whatever. Who knows why it didn't work. Good evening. All right. Caffeinated functionality. wLED is good for ETH131, but it's more limited than ES Pixel Stick. How so? How so? Caffeinated functionality. What's limited about the wLED versus ES Pixel Stick? I would love to know. Is there some difference in how it functions with E131? Because that's probably what you mean. I would guess that's probably if there is a limitation, that's going to be it. But I didn't know that was even possible. I thought it was once it's 131. I've had it not work for near as many channels. Oh, okay. Might be true. So how many have you had it to work with wLED? How many channels? It's probably because it's got a lot of other stuff that it's trying to do, right? There's only so much, I don't even know what to call it, processing power or something for that little guy. All right, can't get wLED working with xLights? Well, we're going to work on it today. So we are going to see how well we can do with it today. There we go. Mine working with 1,000 on 1, no lag. Don't forget to drop a like. Thank you, Nicholas. Appreciate that, my friend. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I've got here, if you haven't looked at this, you should, if you're an xLights fan. Whoa. There we go. If you're an xLights fan, we're going to keep the manual handy. I know, right? What is that? Read the friendly docs? Read the friendly manual? So there's the manual. It's actually not too hard to follow. I was going through it the other day, and there was stuff that I probably should have used it for early on when I was just, being a proud, dumb dude and just monkeying around myself. Need MQTT commands to turn off wLED, please. I'm using Cloud MQTT. What are your topics, Bing? That's, I think, what you need. Okay, what you need is the wLED commands page. So I'll show you real quick. We're getting squirreled already. Squirrel. Huh? That's okay. This is reasonably on topic, right, fellas? It's reasonably close to topic. Where is the manual? There it is. Okay, over here you've got HTTP request API, which is kind of a funny thing. I think that's probably why people don't find it as easily, because if you're not, you're looking for something that says commands or MQTT commands or something, but this is all of the commands, basically. So I'm going to give this to you. Shampoo. That's awesome. Shampoo. You have a shampoo, a wLED shampoo dispenser. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, good. Jamie, can you post us a link to the, whoa. You just got scroll error connecting to remote server. Oh, that's one. Jamie, can you post us a link to where you find these videos? When I search for their videos, I don't find enough. Smash that like button. Thank you. Everything Computer. Appreciate that. Shampoo bottle used for LEDs. Oh. Just for on and off, the API is not even needed. There you go. True that. Just because, well, we're going to, just for brevity, for what you're looking for there being, these are the commands. And if you go to MQTT, what it tells you to do is you get your device topic, right? What do you do then, Photochromax? Just the topic and the word on or off. So you don't need API after it. So basically it's saying whatever your device topic is, which you just posted for us, and I don't remember, but whatever your device topic is, /API, and then send an API call using the HTTP API syntax. You may omit the win and just send as in FX73. So if we go back to this page, that's this stuff here. So what you would send is, so say you want to change the brightness. What you would send MQTT topic, whatever it is, whatever yours is, /API, and then the payload is going to be A equals whatever number you want it to be between 0 and 225. So if you want it to be halfway, one, whatever it is, 150, whatever. Okay, 125 and a half, 2 halves, whatever. See what I mean? And so these here are all of the payloads. So you get topic /API, and then this is your payload. All these. And you can do all of these here. You don't need this and. This is, you use this if you're doing the macros, or I guess if you're sending it directly through HTTP, which probably nobody is directly. I don't know, maybe they are. But when you do the macros, you need the and symbol in between them, and then that's your sort of command. And in MQTT, that's your payload. Does that help? That should do it. Need API if you want to use presets, colors, FX, palettes, and so on. 127. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Photochromax. Appreciate that. Math in public is hard. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hello, Roland. I saw somebody say hi from Croatia. Hello from Croatia. Nice to have you. Thanks for being here. All right. So the manual is outdated. Did we get our link yet? Oh, Nicholas, there you go. URL command equals. Oh, is that how you do it? Gotta go, but wish I could. Good stream. Thank you very much, Caffeinated Functionality. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Oh, good evening from Bulgaria. How's it going? I'm not even going to be able to pronounce that name, but thank you for being here. Speaking of Bulgaria, one thing that I'm not going to do today, but I almost did. Oh, that's cool. They disappear. This green box, do you recognize the shape? Anybody? Without knowing what it is, can you guys tell me? What do you think that is? It's a green box. It's got those kind of connections on it. It's from Bulgaria. What is that? Do you know? 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 Yes, it's the Shelly dimmer. Oh, crap, easy. It's the Shelly dimmer. Dimitar sent me Shelly dimmer to test out, and I've got it hooked up here. Well, he sent me two, but I've got it hooked up to a light, and I just was playing with it last night. So I thought about doing that today, but I thought, no, we got to get xLights going. We got to get xLights going. Got to get xLights going. So probably have to catch the replay. Out with kiddos right now. Thanks for doing the stream. See you later, Just a Hobby. See you later. No Tasmota for it yet? Oh, hey, all right, Mark's here. Okay, well, now we can get started. Mark's here. Good thing. All right. So, xLights, my friends. xLights. And like I said, my xLights pros out there, be ready for standby. Shelly won't release required info. Oh, for the Tasmota? From Kazakhstan. Awesome. Okay. Here we go. So, this is what you start with for xLights. And I've got a document that I've made to make my life a little easier. And that is my list of all my controllers. So we're going to pull that up. It's just a Google spreadsheet that I use to make sure that I keep track of IP addresses and how many LEDs are on each string and junk like that. Here it is. Okay. Awesome. Awesome and awesome. Lots of marks. There's lots of marks here. Awesome. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to start at the beginning. This is my front sort of most prominent string. And there are 182 pixels. And this is the IP address. That's what it ends with. And some of the names and stuff. So we're going to start with this one. So we're going to go to xLights. Let's move this over here a little bit. Move this down a little bit. Move this a little bit that way. Okay, so we are going to add an E131. We're going to do it on unicast. We're going to put in the IP address, which is going to be 192. Actually, you know what I'm going to do in the meantime here also? I'm going to hit record. All right. Oh, I should have done that a second ago. Okay. So here's we're going to do it again because now I'm recording. Here's my wLED controller list. These are my own personal LED controllers. And I've got this so that I can remember the number of LEDs in each string and the IP address of each string and sort of which one's which. So to add one of those controllers to xLights, and you don't have to do it in this order. You could go through and put in your sequence and your display and everything and then come back and do your controllers. But I'm going to do it controllers first. Okay. Ooh, add universes, make your life easier, add by 10 or 20. Oh, that's a good idea. That way you've got extras in between. That's a good idea. Well, let's see if I do it right. This is how I figured it out the other day, and you guys can tell me if I'm doing it right. Okay. So we go E131 setup, IP address. Mine are all 192.168.1. something, and then this first one is 205. All right. The starting universe is 1. The number of universes, so there's 182 lights. This is the worst part of xLights, right? The worst part is you've got a limited number of channels in a universe, and there are X number of channels per pixel. So there's terminology there that just screws up anybody that hasn't been dealing with it in the past, me included. I think I finally got a decent handle on it. And this, Rob has explained it on his videos, and I've seen everybody else talk about it, but it just, I can understand the channels and the pixels, that's fine. You really have 3 little LEDs in each pixel. We say it's an LED, I've called them LEDs for a long time, but it's not just one LED, it's actually 3 LEDs in there. And 3 LEDs together makes a pixel. Okay, so there's 3, and each pixel is really a channel. Not each pixel, sorry. Each LED is really a channel. Okay, that's fine. So when you look at this and you say, I've got 182 LEDs, in order to know how many channels, you need to do math. Somebody do 182 times 3 is how many channels? You guys tell me. How many channels? I know. No, it's not 1,000 anything. We can. 182 times 3. Dawson wants to do it in his head. He's a smart dude. Just put 10 on the layout tab. It won't matter anyway. Okay, so you go by tens every time. You just put 10 universes. They're just RGBWs, Quindor. The layout tab is where it'll matter. No. See, okay, great. Look. Just put 10. Okay, so we'll just put 10. And then universe size, we leave the universe size the same. Okay, so who's this saying 10? Paul, you have a microphone? You want to walk me through this? You want to do some live, since you do xLights help? I think you qualify as expert. 510. Leave 510 there. We're going to call this the front ones. Okay, Paul's coming on, fellas. Oops, I didn't want to finish that. Okay, so what we're going to do here to make sure that I can hear Paul is I'm going to put this on. And this is going to be how I communicate with Paul. And Paul, are you in Discord? Let's do this through Discord. Okay, for controller type, we're going to put ES Pixel Stick right there. Description is where I'm going to put this. So this is the front. That's how I know it in my own house. All right, Paul's going to get there. Sweet. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Oh, I want unicast. Oh, so why didn't it? Didn't save some of that? Oh, yeah, it did. There it is. Oh, what did I must have been adding a second one. All right. Hey, how's it going, Rucker? All right, here we go. ES Pixel Stick. All right, so we added. Here we go. Too lazy to search. What LED do you use around your house? Most of the time, I use the WS2811 pixels. Well, that's outside the house. Inside the house, I actually use more of the 2812s in strips. Leave the controller unknown. Web Discord? Yeah, Web Discord will work. It will. Let's see. Is that you, Paul? Mr. Paul. All right, from YouTube. Here we go. We're going to start a voice call with Paul. And then I'll make sure that you guys can hear him too before we get too far. Are you there? Oh, let's see. Your microphone is muted, it looks like. There you go. Okay, now, how's it going, Paul? Great. Can anybody else hear Paul? I don't think they can just yet. Thank you for being willing to help me out. Where are you? Oh, cool. Oh, fantastic. All right, let's see. So they can't hear you. Let's see. How about now? Go ahead and talk for me for a second. Mic check, not working. Can't hear him. Okay, we're going to get there. We are going to get there. We're going to add this. We're going to do live stuff. Yep, not yet. Let's see, default. Nope, we're going to do it this way. It's going to be, there you go. All right, do us a mic check again.
Check, mic check.
No? Anybody? I didn't see it there. Usually see it pop up. Okay, now you can hear him. Okay, excellent. All right. So you were saying, Paul, what you were saying is this, so you put 10 for the universes, huh? Because I was just doing going by the number of universe, or the universe size, I guess, going by the number of channels and just dividing them up. So explain to me what you're doing instead.
Yeah, so you can do that if you want to. It's just extra steps that really aren't necessary, because what xLights will do is when you do the props on the layout tab, it will just consider this a pool of channels to pull from, essentially. So as long as this number is greater than the number of props that you have, you're good to go.
Okay. As long as this number is greater than the number of props you have.
Or pixels, I should say. And on these small controllers, a 10 is a sufficient number.
Okay. Okay, great. So 10's good enough. So we're going to be pretty good here. It looks like we got unicast, we got the IP address. Starting universe is number 1. There's going to be 10, and there can be 510 is the maximum, so we'll just leave those the same. I put a description in there. And you use ES Pixel Stick as the controller type instead of just saying unknown?
I do. Mainly so when it doesn't really matter too much in this, but it's good practice to set it. And ES Pixel 6 is the closest thing to wLED.
Okay, cool. So we're going to say okay to that one. We're going to save it, and then we're going to do the next one. Unicast 192.168. How much time do you have, Paul? I should have asked you that. Are you going to be around for a little bit, or
Yeah, I'm around.
Are you just popping in for a quick view on the stream and then taking off, or?
I'm good.
Okay. So then the starting universe needs to be after the one we already did, right?
Yeah, it's best practice to keep them separate. So I'd probably do them by 10.
Yeah, so the starting universe would be 11. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll put 10 more universes on this controller.
Right, and that's why I was suggesting adding another column to your spreadsheet next to the IP address so that universes are there and easily selectable.
Good idea. And so we're starting with universe 1, and then this will be 11. And then this will just going to be, is that right? We just end up being like this? Yeah, I know you're probably delayed on seeing that, but.
Yes, all the way down.
Yeah. We're going to go that far today. That's as far as we'll go today. All right. And this one, the description is, which one is this one? The entryway. Okay, entryway. And controller type. Pixel stick. I think that all looks good. What? Anything about suppress duplicate frames, use auto start channels, any of that matter?
Not duplicate frames. I've never seen anybody use that. Priority doesn't matter.
Okay.
On my Falcon stuff, I do use auto start channels, but I don't think it's necessary here.
Okay, great. Okay, we'll do that one, and we're just going to keep on trucking. Get that a little smaller so I can see it. All right. Now, Unicast. So you're in Louisiana, and you said you just started doing xLights? But you already know all this stuff.
Well, so last year when you did xLights and did some frozen stuff, I quickly followed and did the exact same thing with some pixels draped over my window in my office, which was good enough for the wife to say okay. And now I've got about 5,000 pixels in my front yard.
Nice. Nice. So you didn't go like baby steps. You went like one giant leap for mankind.
Oh, half of them are in my tree.
Oh, half of them in one tree? Wow. That must look pretty cool.
It's not bad.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, good for you. I think I think grand total outside, I'm still less than 1,000. I just kind of have my roof line. But as many people have told me, that changes. Once you start doing it, it changes. Thumbs up to Paul for helping. That's right. Thank you much, Paul. Paul's already a sticker winner today.
I just spammed you with my link to my lights if anybody wants to see some LSU themed Christmas lights.
Oh, man. All I
I
care about
unicast it to you on Discord.
Okay, thank you. What I care most about is that you beat the crap out of those freaking Buckeyes.
I know, right?
I'm rooting for LSU this year. They're the team I'd like to see win in there. All right. There's a link I just posted in the chat for Paul's lights, so you guys can check out Paul's displays. Okay, so this description. Now we're on the top one. And controller type. Okay, there we go. Save again. And now we're going to the upper one. So I just keep doing this for every wLED controller that I have that I want to include. Not all of them are going to get included. I have more than what I'm going to include. And then the starting universe is going to be 31. And we're going to put 10 in there again. Output, description. This one is, which one am I on now? Upper? Yep, upper. So when I did this the other day, and I was goofing around with it, I was like actually counting each one and all that stuff. Oh, bad link, broken. Uh-oh. The link's dead. Uh-oh.
That's typo. Let's go bright instead of go lights.
Oh. I'll just delete and remove that link and then put the right one in. Paste. There we go. Now we got the right one. That escalated quickly.
It just goes to Facebook. I doubt they'll kill it.
Okay. Okay, here we go. 31, 10, upper, unknown. Okay, pixel stick. Okay, got that. And we can add another one. And you're doing help? Is that what you said too? You're doing like the help chat for other people that are using xLights?
Yeah, anybody can join. Basically, on the top of their xLights webpage, in the top right is a Zoom meeting link, and it's free. Anybody can join.
Yeah, we talked about that last year. I remember at some point in that stream we pointed that out, that was there. That's really cool. And this time of year, I guess there's always people in there chatting, right?
Yeah, a lot of guys from Australia, so we got almost 24-hour coverage at this point, it seems.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I should have just popped in there the other day. But this is great. I got personal treatment, so thanks again.
I'm no expert.
Oh,
I just know a little.
Oh, yeah, you are. If you have a display running, you're expert enough for me. All right. Side. Oops, wrong one. Picked the wrong one. There we go. And then one more. Last one. Okay. All right. So I've got them all up there. The purple looks stunning. Well, let's look at it on mine. I want to watch it too. Let's see. Where do you go bright? Right here.
That's my wife's favorite, by the way, the purple.
Oh, wow. That looks awesome. I see your tree. Holy cow, that's a nice tree. Colin Baton Rouge. Do you have videos in here somewhere? You must, right?
Yeah, they're all down in there.
Oh, here we go. That is so cool. So see, you don't need a ton. I mean, that is a ton, but you just got the outlines and you got a couple things in your tree. Now, what of this do you leave up and what of it do you take down every
I
year?
think it's all going to all come down. It's just PVC for the outlines, and the snowflakes are little 3D printed snowflakes.
Oh, so around here you've just got PVC.
Yeah, all the lines are PVC, every single line you see, except for the tree.
Wow.
And I just drilled a hole every 2 inches and stuck a pixel in.
Oh, wow. Oh, and you've got a little matrix down here too to tell them what channel to listen to.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's awesome. That's reflecting on the window. I can see it. That's cool. Well, good work. All right. Back to it. Now, so we're going from this to the layout, correct?
Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt to do a test if you want to do that, but we can skip that and just go for
Let's
broke
do a
if you want.
test. Oh, let's do a test to see if they're connected.
Well, just to make sure that you can send pixels to send E131 to them. It's under
Okay.
tools and then test.
Let me pull up my camera that points at the front of the house, so I can at least see that. And then under tools, you can go to test. And then all of this.
I got some lag here before I see your screen since I'm watching on YouTube, so bear with me.
Sure.
Right, so scroll to the right some. I can't see the left side of that screen. Or like drag the window to the right, I should say.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah. So so now it should be sending data to everything. On the right-hand side, click on where it says RGB cycle tab, and then put it on something simple like a chase or something like that. And in theory, you should see blinking lights at this point. Actually, you should only see it on your first pixel stick because we're going to have to change the universe on your other ones.
I am not.
Let's pull up the web page for your first pixel stick and make sure the universe is right at 205.
Okay. Doesn't usually take that long to load.
Maybe too much data for it.
Maybe it's maybe it's doing all those pixel, telling it there's 10 universes maybe.
Yeah, uncheck on the left-hand side where it's on the root where it says 1 to 30,000, and then check just the universe number 1. That way, it only sends to the first 512 or 510 channels.
Okay, so I got that back. Now let's look at the camera again.
I'll have to save it.
I can't say I see anything on the camera out there, but it is light outside, so it's probably hard to tell.
Click on the
settings.
settings.
The way it says live front, it looks like it's off down here too.
Is there any chance you have one like in the room with you can look at or no?
Yeah, I do. We can just add that one.
E131, I thought E131 unicast was enabled by default, Will.
Okay. So now if we go to tools and test, and then if I just go way down here and pick the beginning of this one,
All right, so don't that way you don't overload it. Just and well, you need to also go to the web interface of that guy first and tell it that it's listening to Universe 61 because by default it only listens for one.
Okay. And that's in sync
And
preferences, sync interface.
maybe under LED preferences. I'm not sure.
I think it's in sync. Yeah, there you go. Start Universe 61. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, if we go down here and we find Universe 61, turn that on. Yep, they just came on.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and they are sort of chasing. They're doing a little. Yeah, they are. They're chasing. Okay, it worked. It worked. The universe change requires full reboot, Jamie says. Well, it worked.
And
I think
you're gonna have to do that with the other pixel sticks as well, and may as well double check the first one is actually on 1.
Okay. All right. The first one is 205. Oh, I clicked that. That's not good. Yeah, it doesn't like getting all that. So is everything you're using Falcon controllers?
Yeah, I've used a F48 for the display itself. Whenever I am doing testing, I do have a little wLED one that I use, but other than that, it's hardware based.
Yeah, I think well, I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? You think having all these channels, all these universes, trying to talk to the pixels, just wLED on the Node MCU is giving it more than it can handle, or something?
Yeah, I
'Cause
probably
it's
sent too many channels to it. But like in a production show, there are people that use like 30, 40, D1 minis running as pixel stick, mainly because that's the traditional software for it. So
uh-huh.
it works if you've got decent Wi-Fi coverage, but it could be a bandwidth issue as well.
Okay. Yeah, because that's not coming. That's not coming up. Wonder if I should just reboot that whole section, like mechanically. Like I can flip a smart switch on that.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I think I need to at this point. It's outside. Okay, outside there.
But once we get into the props,
LEDs
it's only
off.
going to send down a limited number of
LEDs
channels,
on.
so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, so maybe instead of changing it, we just skip the test, and then we'll just limit the number of channels and then test.
Yeah, we'll test on a per model basis.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can get this one back up now. There we go. Okay, we're back in business. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Oh, here we go. For those of you early on that we were talking about Quindor and those cool little new lights that he found that I bought a bunch of after watching his show. There's the link for that. Okay, next step. So we've got this. So now we're going to go to the layout. Correcto?
Sir.
All right, and then here we've got, this is a picture of the house. And so this part I think I can do. I'm going to start with a line that's going to go from here to there, to there, to there, and then it actually kind of tucks back behind there. This is not a great picture, but I've got a big tree in front of the house. This tree, you see the branches from here? It causes me grief when it comes to getting a good picture from the front of the house. So anyways, We're going to do that. Now we're going to go over here and adjust this display element, right? Where did my list of my controllers go? Maybe I closed it. Oh, no, here it is. Okay. So the front one has 182 pixels. So I go over here, and a pixel's a node, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so when I say 182 or 182 nodes, and then I say there are 3 lights per node, correct?
You shouldn't need to change that.
Oh, really? 1 light per node? Oops.
Let me pull mine up and see what it says. I've never changed that.
Okay. Something kill a wLED by changing the effect and stuff too quickly. Yeah. So I think what we're gonna do this time. I see what you're saying there, Quindor, and I think you're right. I think what we're gonna do is before we send any data to the LED boards, we'll modify that. So
Yeah, leave lights per node at 1.
leave it at 1. Okay. All right. Starting location is the green square. What else do I need to change here? Anything? Drop pattern height. I don't need to change any of this.
You'll need to define your
Controller.
universe. Yeah, your controller connections. So scroll down just a little bit on that left-hand side.
Okay.
Where it says use start channel, is there a drop? Can you click that
Yep.
drop down?
It just says use start channel.
Okay, then underneath that where it says start channel 1, tick on that.
And this one is the right one.
Okay, so then we're good.
So this one is channel 1 where it's starting. So we're good there. And that's all this? That's it?
That should be it.
Okay.
Actually, set the universe to 1
no.
there too. Yeah, under the start channel. Open the start channel back up and set the universe to 1.
But it's going to be 2 because there's this is 182 lights, right? So we need 2 universes.
xLights will take care of that.
Okay. All right. So universe number
Any and 1 is good.
any and 1 is good. Okay.
Yeah, so basically, the only time you need to change any from anything out to an IP address is if you've got 2 controllers with the same universe. We took care to not have that issue.
Okay. Great. Excellent. Thank you. All right. So that's one line. So now we're going to do another line. The next one will be here to there, to there, to there, and oop, didn't quite go where I wanted it to, so we'll drag that up a little. Okay, and now this one has, this is the entryway 1, and this one has 150 LEDs, or 150 pixels. Pixels, nodes, lights. All right, and I leave nodes at 1, and now this one, for the start channel, we need to change this, right?
Is this coming off the same controller or is it a different one?
It's a different controller.
So yeah, you'll change this to be, what is it? To whatever universe is tied to that controller.
20, or this one was 11, sorry, so 11.
So for start channel, it should say 11:1 once you get through setting it in there.
So universe.
So leave it where it says use start channel, but where it says the actual word start channel has an arrow pointing to polyline 1. You're going to change that to be universe number and then 11. What you had it set before was if you had them basically daisy chained, xLights would take care of the math to figure out the universes if it was like physically connected to the end of the previous model.
Oh, okay. So it'll say, you can't just type that in if you know it. You got to go through and select it.
Right. If you want to put the IP address in there, you can. It is purely optional. You don't have to though, because like I said, xLights knows that universe 11 only exists on 1 controller, so it'll automatically send it there.
Okay, great. So 11.1 is right, and I think that's all then on this one. Okay, save that one. And now the next line. Next line's going to go from here to there, more or less to there, and to there, and there, there, and there. A little bit of monkeying to get it to kind of look a little bit closer to right. Okay, and this one also has, I already know this one has 150 LEDs, or pixels. And then we're going to go to use start channel instead of polyline. We're going to go to universe number. And this one starts on 21. Okay. All right, I got that. Now, yeah, I know you're watching on the delay, so if you see anything, use screen share. There's instant delay. That's a good idea. My concern there, Matheson, is if I don't want to cause any lag, but I can try that. Let's see.
I'm fine with this, unless you just want to do it that way.
Well, let's try it and see if we can do it without. Yeah, that should be all right. You let me know if that's not sharp enough.
Works fine.
Okay. All right.
And on that line, it's recommended that the green button, like you start all your drawings from the left to the right.
Okay.
See how your green dot is on the right hand side? The reason is when xLights renders certain effects in the sequencer, they may be backwards if you have the green on the right hand side.
Oh, okay. So that's where the controller is, but that doesn't matter, huh?
It does not matter. So I would recommend deleting that line since we're at the phase that we're in right now and adding it back in there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. All right, so we can just delete it here. In fact, well, we should delete this other one too because I did the same thing with this one.
Yep. Now would be a good time.
Okay. Well, see, there you go. That's what happens when you get live, awesome, personalized help. So thank you. Okay. We're going to put a line here, here, there, there, and there. Now this one is 150.
We'll need to make one more change in the starting location where it says green square, the third line down. You're going to need to change that to blue square.
Oh, okay. Because that's telling it where the controller is.
Yep, that's where the beginning of the data is.
Okay. Universe number. And this one was 11 is where this one starts. Okay. Look good?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to start over here because we want to go left to right.
That's correct, Will.
Thank you for answering questions in chat too, because I obviously cannot pay any attention to what's going on over there. Okay. So now we're going to look at this one. This one also has 150. And we're going to say blue square because we had to go, the controller's actually on the right instead of on the left where the green square is. And then instead of polyline here for start channel, we're going to go universe number and we're going to pick 21. And there you go. Save that. Okay. Next one is the top. Oh, we just did the top. That was the top. Now the next one is the upper, which is that line under here. Okay. So this one's also a polyline, although it's not very much of a polyline. It kind of goes like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. All right. And there are 124 pixels in that one. And it is also left to right. So we're going to go blue square and then polyline, or instead of polyline for the start channel, number of universes. And then this one is now, is that one 41? I think it is. Yeah. Or no, that should only be 31. Yeah, 31. All right. Those all along there. So what do you do? I guess you don't have any lights. So I have lights around the back of the house and the side of the house. But I guess
Yeah,
I guess maybe.
the workaround for that's kind of funky in xLights unless you want to do the fancy 3D modeling, which I've been unable to get to work myself. But basically, what people do is add another mirror image of their house beside this one from the back side,
Oh, do
and
the
just have
side.
them, side by side on the same screen.
That's a good idea. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to just, I'll draw the line. Oh, wait, what happened? I'll draw the line, which goes from here to there. And then it actually goes way down the side of the house. So we're just going to go, actually, we'll do it like, yeah, we'll do it like that. That's fine. We'll just kind of make some abstract thing out here to the side.
This is what people do. This is normal.
This is normal? Oh, wow. Okay. This one has, oh, so this one I need to add another controller later, but for now, it's actually one controller running two, I just split the data and went two directions with it. So we'll have to fix that later. I'll have to go out and actually physically install another one. 173 is the one that comes up this way though. But this will be fine. This will actually be really good.
There's nothing preventing you from, just bringing the data back to the beginning and plugging it in at the, back, like daisy chaining the model. So the end of the first model plugs into the second.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. All right. Start channel. Well, but it's not two controllers. It's one controller. So it's one data line. So for that particular location, I need another controller there. Okay. 41. And let's see. I do need blue square though, because that one controllers at that end. Okay. And then I have one more. This last string is the rear lights. And so we're just going to do, it's not really a polyline, but we're just going to do a line across we're just going to do this. Oh, shoot. We're just going to do something like that, just to represent it. So it's just a representation of what it's doing on the back of the house. That'll work. Actually, I'm going to kind of connect these. At least point it up that way. Okay. All right, so now this one here, there are 172. And the controller is at the green square. Oh, I drew it backwards, didn't I?
You just drag it around and flip it over.
Okay, great. Ooh, when it turns orange, does that mean it's parallel or something? I saw it flash like red or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. So that means it's perfectly parallel with the edge of the picture or something, huh?
I think it's just perfectly horizontal with the xLights. I don't think it looks at the actual picture.
Oh, okay. And then we're starting at the blue square on this one again. Going here. Universe. And 41. Oh, nope, that was 51. I already did 41. 51. All right. Save. Okay, so we've got 6 different elements. Each one has its own controller, in my case. We're starting the first one at universe 1, second at universe 11, third at 21, fourth at 31, then 41 and 51. Okay. And over here, it looks like it's done its own end channel calculations.
So if you really don't like the universe just to show up on the setup tab in groups of 10, you can just take that number, plug it in on the setup tab to reduce the number of channels. There's no reason to, though.
Yeah, we'll just leave it. I'm fine with it. Okay. So now what? We're on to the sequence. Or do you want to test it now?
It's up to you. Did you change the universe for all 5 of these? For wLED?
No. Good call. So now we got to go into wLED for each of these. So the first one is right, but the second one, 207, we need to change. We're going to go to sync and starting universe. There it is. And I'm just going to keep this open over here for a second so we can do these at the same time. And the starting universe. So I see why you had me put that in there too, because now it's very important that I know where that is, right? For this part for sure. 11. Okay. Save that. And I'm going to hit the save and reboot. And now we'll go on to the next one, which is 206. And sync. Starting universe for 206 is 21. Now we'll go 208. And 208, starting universe is 31. And 84. Whoa. Sync interface. '84 is 41. I don't know if I have to actually reboot this every time, but since somebody said I do, I will.
Surely doesn't hurt.
That's right. 128 is the last one. 51. All right. Oops, that's right. Oops, I didn't do this one. Okay. I think now we've done it. Now we've sent them all.
Yeah, let's do some quick tests. Let's
Okay.
actually open up the sequencer and xLights and drag an effect onto on one of your models. So what we need to do first is start to create a sequence. So click the new sequence icon, which is the yellow document on the second one, and we'll just do an animation.
That way I don't have to worry about music.
Yeah.
And do you usually do the 20 frames per second? That seems to be what everybody does.
I do 40, but I've got the bandwidth because mine's all wired. I'd probably do 20 with over-the-air stuff.
Okay. And then do you typically just hit quick start? All right. So then it pulled in all of my elements here. Oh, I didn't name them. That would have been a nice thing to do.
We can do that. That's fine.
Can you name them here? Or do you gotta go back to the layout page?
No, you have to do it in the layout page, and I'd highly recommend doing that, actually.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to know. Why try and translate one more thing in your mind, right? Just front, and then this one was entry.
Kind of funky. Sometimes you have to tab out or press enter before the entry, before the name is applied.
It takes effect. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was weird. I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure I just typed that. Let's see, which was the next one. Top. All these very original names I've got for my locations. And then next is upper. Oh, and it puts them in alphabetical order?
It does by
No?
default, and it does. And you
Okay.
can change that. You can, well,
It's
you
okay.
can sort
I
by
don't care. On this
anything.
page, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that I get the right ones. Okay. Okay. Save that. Now we go back to sequencer and it'll have all the right names. Excellent.
Yes.
Okay.
So usually what I do for the quickest test is to just draw the bars effect, which is the third one over. It's like the blue, green, and the
This one?
red. Yeah. And just drag it down onto one of them. Doesn't matter what. You can do all or one at a time.
Let's do all.
So make it a little wider. Click right in the middle of that so all of it's purple.
Okay.
And so right now, if you click the effect, it's going to output both white and red bars. So what you can do to see that is just click on it, and then on the top right is the output to lights button. Yep, click
Okay.
that. And in theory, it should be
You
playing,
should
but I don't
see
see it on your
something
screen
going
either.
on.
Click
It's not.
the render button.
Oh, we didn't do render. Render is this one, right?
Yes.
Now do I need to do output again? Oh, it says it's still going into the lights.
Yeah, but what's weird is I don't see it in the model preview. I don't see moving either on the left-hand side of your
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
Maybe hit play, but you shouldn't have to.
I don't see anything happening over here, but there's no, the lines aren't here either.
Yeah, try dragging it
Oh, yeah,
down
they
to
are.
just the side one and see what happens.
Okay. Oh,
Stop
it
it.
won't let me. Stop it. No, it still won't let me.
Just
so let's take
cut
that
it and
off.
paste it, or that, yeah.
Yeah, let's just put it on just the side. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I know why. That all group may not have anything in it, so that may be
Oh,
why.
because we didn't actually, it doesn't default to having things in it.
Well, I don't use that all group personally, so I don't know. I have a different
Okay.
group for all of my models.
All right. So if we do, let's do it on this. Well, let's just drop something on all of them. We'll do it like this. We'll just go like this. Put it. The rear we're not going to see because it's in the back of the house. I could actually turn the camera on the front of the house at least. And this is just some randomness to test us out. Okay. Now, do I need to make sure? Oh no, they're not all. They don't have to all be purple, huh?
Nope, they don't.
Render.
So what I was doing with the purple
all.
is, yeah, on
Okay.
the purple, what that means is, so when that model is selected, it'll output just that one section continuously loop to your lights. That way you don't have to click on play.
Okay. Okay. Great. So then it's showing me the side is doing something, and then the back is doing something. Okay, so now it's going through the preview window. So we fixed that part. That was good.
In theory, if you pull up your lights, you'll see that too.
Yeah, I'm going to put the front of the house up and we'll see what we see. It's just so hard when it's... Let's go back here again. Go back. I can't see it in the camera on the front of the house. Well, maybe what I can do... Hold on just a second. Let's see. Out front and check and see if the lights are making effects. Who wants to go out front and look at the lights? Yeah, a night stream would have been a good idea today. But we'll see. We'll get the kids to go out there and see if they can see some lights doing anything. If you click the timeline near 30-second mark and press, we'll add a timing marker, easier to drop in effects.
Press letter T on your keyboard as it's playing, and it'll add little markers.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, and right, and that's the same thing when you put a song in and it hits the beats, right?
That's one way to do it. You can also use the Vamp effects plugin, and it can do most of that for you automatically.
Huh? Well, go out front right now and look, and I'll go out front right now and look, and I'll make it happen. All right, we'll see if she's comes back and says that they're seeing anything out there. If there wasn't, isn't there a way that this can tell you if it's not outputting? I kind of remember something about that.
Not that I know of. I mean,
Okay.
if you're using the actual fast LED firmware, it will show you the actual data stream coming into it. That'd be a cool feature that I think
No.
they're working on for wLED. But
Okay, the girls come back and said there wasn't anything.
it's unfortunate.
Out there.
All right, go to Tools Test again, and this time we'll just do individual model tests. Because there's a Models tab.
Okay.
Wyoming anything. So we can just turn all those on at once if you want to.
Okay. And this is only going to send stuff to these number of channels per whatever, right?
Right. And then on this one, just click on background only at the bottom. And drag the background intensity all the way up to the top to 255. And now it should be solid white.
Gracie, go look again. I'm looking at the camera on the front of the house and I'm not seeing anything. Why would that be? This says they're on. Well, that one did. Now they're froze up again. At least that one is. This one's not on. It's when it says live like that, it's because it's getting the E131 information. Whoops.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why that's not working.
That's too bad. Did I set the universe in the controllers? Yeah, we did, Randon. We did. We can just peek at this one here. Sync interfaces. Yeah, so I set the universes there. I did it for all of them.
You had the one in your office working, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we can look at that one again. We can add that one to the sequence and peek at it and see. Let's see. Close that tester. Let's add a model for that one, I guess, just for kicks. We'll just add another line. This. Oops. Doesn't need to be a polyline. Okay. And then that is, the office one is 14, and I guess we need to make a new channel. I'll make it 61. And there are only 14? Oh, that's the IP address. Number of LEDs is 71. Okay. So this is going to be the office. $71.
Start channel down 2 lines. It says room 1.
Rear 1. I'm sorry. That one. Yes. Yes. That's 61. Okay. And we're going to do that, but it's actually a blue square also. Save that. And then we do need to set that controller in here. So the fact that some of those are not rebooting or they're not coming up at all. I'm gonna have to physically reboot them probably. This doesn't want to let me into settings. Okay. Oh, did I do that? I set that to 61 before? I guess I must have. Okay. This. Now. Front. Okay. Now if we go back to the sequencer. What do you have to do to bring it all in here?
So right click right where the list of models are, like right click on one of the names, and then you can go to edit display elements at the bottom.
Okay. And
And
I
just
can add this one.
Yep, just click the arrows there at the top. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Now I've got office here. Okay. So now let's just drag this down here. And just make it go this way here. And render. Yeah, it's working.
Only thing I can think is a possible signal issue where those are at. I don't know what kind of strength you've got there.
Okay.
Say I don't know why the other ones are not working.
Okay.
I assume they're running the same version of wLED.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all on whatever it was most recently, 86. Yeah. Oh, that one's on 86. This one, well, they're all on 86. But go look at it. Oh, this one's on 85. I'll go figure. I guess they're not all on 86. Would that matter?
Maybe if he used a different library for E131. I don't know what he did.
Whoa. Try turning them on from the web first. Oh, you know what? I think that is something that I remember. Well, that was the case at least with the LED FX. If I didn't turn them on, then LED FX couldn't control them. So if I didn't turn them on here, so what I got to do, let's just do this. Let's go to where I have my control of all of them. And let's just turn them all on. Okay, so now everything's on. And all set to on something else. Go solid. Okay. Can't tell if that's still live out there or not. This is odd. Okay. Seems like E131 is taking control here, and I'm not getting the effects I should get. Oh wait, there we go. Okay.
I thought I did see in Will's documentation that as soon as it receives E131 data, it does go into E131 mode only.
And it won't go back automatically.
I don't know about the whole going back.
Yeah, so since this still says live, and it might be because this is still running. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this isn't controlling it now.
Try to turn off the output to lights and see if you can control it.
The out. Oh, gotcha. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. It's on chase now. So. Okay, so now when it doesn't say live, so now that's got it. So let's try going to them and turning them on. Anybody else? I'm not watching the chat. Anybody else experience something like this? So that one looks like it says it's on. Wish I could see in my camera out there, but I cannot.
But do you want to start running an effect to just this model to see if it goes into that live mode?
Sure. So we go to top.
Just tick that one in the middle so that all turns purple. And now click the output to lights. And in theory, it should be looping. So refresh the page. I almost wonder if this is too many lights for it.
You think the universe thing?
Well, too many. Somebody mentioned earlier in chat that there was too many pixels. AS Pixel 6 supported more pixels.
Uh-huh. So we go back to
Go to the layout tab and set the number of pixels on this guy to just 50. Let's just try that and see what happens.
Well, if 150 is too many, then if 150 is too many, then it becomes useless pretty quick.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so that said live. Well, that's your office.
That's the office one, yeah. I guess I must have moved the other one away. Let's go back to that one. Was number 208. Oops. Whoa. Oh my. Yeah. Well, live upper. I don't want to be on upper. I want to be on top, which is a different number, which is 206, which is not responding now. Oh, there it goes. And it does say live. Okay. It does say live.
At least it thinks it's getting data. That's a good sign. But it's still not working right.
Yeah, it's still not. I don't see it doing anything on my imperfect camera in the daylight, but it should be seeing something. Well, let's see. Let's go back to chat and see. Oh, re-render. We haven't done that. I'm still not seeing anything. So I'm watching on the camera. I should be able to see them flashing red and white. Let's try and do it without. Let's turn that off to lights. Let's try and refresh, and let's just see if I can see it on the camera. Because I'm going by the camera here, and the camera might not be able to really tell me since it's so light out. I don't see anything happening. Brightness is up. It's on the color. Nothing. So the camera, so it may be working and I just can't see it. Okay. So Quindor says the universes are killing it. Might work for Falcon, even EX Pixel 6, but WLED is a bit less robust. Probably true. So let's go back. Let's change how we set them up. Can we do that back here in these, instead of doing 10 universes per? That's a nice way to do it. I like that, but I don't know what else to fix.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we try fixing that and see.
Sure. Like, so
what else?
Go to the layout tab there, and for each model, look at the last channel. Like that one there ends on, what is it, 11? So one universe should be fine there. Controller.
Okay, so then I can go back here and I can pick, well, these don't have the names on them. Oh yeah.
But just go to the one that's 11.
And then but this is only, okay, this is how we're going to do it. I've got this, and I know 205 is going to have to be 2 universes because it's 182 lights. So number of universes, 2. And this is what I did before, and maybe it's unnecessary, but I changed this to be half of however many channels. That way it split them, made the universe smaller, but it filled up the whole universe.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that. Okay, just leave it
and
at
the
510.
controller, yeah, and really the controller needs to know what number you're using there as well. Otherwise, when it goes to the second universe, it's entirely possible that the controller will default at 512 before it goes to the next pixel. So that's important to, we may need to come back and change that, is what I'm saying.
Okay. So for now, we leave it at 510.
Yep. If the colors are off, 2/3 of the way down the string, then we'll know why.
You, Mike. Okay. Okay. So then, next one. This one is only one universe. So maybe I should have just done this differently. I want to just do this. I know this is going to be universe 3, and it's only going to be one universe. And this one is going to be universe 4, and it's only going to be one universe. And this one is going to be also one universe. So this one's going to be 5, and it's only going to be 1. And this one is going to be, boy, that's really close. Isn't it 170, 172? Set them all to 1 or 2 and configure wLED as default. Oh my gosh. Well, another one of those things I did live that probably wasn't a good idea. So this one needs to be 2 universes.
Yeah, I just did math. Anything above 170 is 2.
Too many, right?
Oh, 2 universes.
Yeah. Too many for 1, I guess, what I'm saying. And then 128 along the back is 172, so this one's also 2. Okay. Okay, Mike's going to come over Thursday night. That should be fine. That'll be great. And then this last one, oh, this one's in the office. I don't care. We're just going to call this one 10. And it's only 1. Okay. So now I have way less universes per controller. Each one has a maximum of 2. And that should be right based on how many I have here how many LEDs I have in each one. So now what happens with our layout? Could not calculate start channels.
Yeah, you're going to have to touch every prop now and change the start channel.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, start channel. What if I did go to this, if I put in the IP address and then just tell it to, would it then start from whichever universe that one's already assigned to on the front, or no?
I don't know, honestly, but it doesn't hurt to do it.
Okay, so if we know that this one, let's make sure we pick the right ones here. Let's go look. Okay, so the first one we're going to pick is the front. I'm going to do these in order. The front one. Here. It is 1-1, but we're going to go here and go 205. And it is actually 2 universes. Oh, wait. But that's the one I wanted to start on.
Yes.
Okay. And save that. Okay, then the next one is the entry. So we're going to go here. And we're going to make this 207. Oh, good. And then it did pop in and say the universe number there. Awesome. Yeah, we know. Okay, so that one's the entry. And the next one is the top. Oh, we had changed this one down to 50, but it's not 50, it's 150. And then here we're going to change this to 206, and it pops in there as universe number 4. Okay. We'll get there, we'll get there. I keep saying, you got to fix this. Yeah, I know, I'm fixing it. We're getting there. I hope this fixes it. At least that'll give us an explanation for why it freaked out on us. Okay. Down here. Right here. 208. And there's 5 again. Perfect. Good. We're getting less numbers on the error every time. Okay. Down to 2. Only 2 left to fix. And the last one. Okay. All right. Well, that did something. Now, I think we fixed. So we've changed the number of universes. And the number of channels, that's going to it doesn't matter what we put for number of channels, right? As long as in the layout, we've told it how many nodes it has. Is that correct?
Yeah, so xLights is good with that.
Okay.
What does matter, though, is the wLED, if it's programmed for 510 or 512, and I don't think that's displayed in the GUI. So this can be a trial and error exercise.
Okay.
Universes.
And then we're going to actually also have to go through each of these and change that back. We have to go through each of these and change that back to change the starting channel, right?
Right. You have to update the universe to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or, you know.
We're going to look at it right. Does that tell me the universe? 5, 4, 6, 8, 1? Yeah, it does. Okay, good. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to do this based on that list on the left now. This is awesome. Learning is fun. Okay, this is universe 10. Okay. Save. And we're going to just restart every one of them. right, and the next one is going to be 207. Oh, this one is probably okay because this was. Oh no, the entryway. The entryway was different. Entryway is 3. So the starting universe is 3. Okay. Okay. Still have it in test mode? Do I? Oh, is that a question? Do I still have something in test mode? I think so.
When you close the test mode, it automatically disables that. What
Okay.
about under the sequencer? Do you have the output to light still turned on?
I don't believe so. Pretty sure I turned that off. Yeah, it's off.
Good.
Okay. I mean, these are coming up, so I don't think they are receiving information from xLights at this point. Didn't look like. Next one is 205, which is the front one, which I probably don't have to change, but we are going to go through every one of them because that's what we do. Starting universe is 1. Starting universe is 1. So that one we don't have to actually change. I'm going to leave them all open this time. Next one is 128. All right. And the starting universe for 128 is 8. Okay, the next one is 84. Starting universe for 84 is 6. Can everybody see that, what I'm looking at? Okay, good. Yeah. Just in case this might be helpful. Okay. Next one is 206. Well, I'm glad these are at least all coming back up. So whatever frozen part whatever caused them to freeze seems to have subsided. 206 is number 4. Sounds like a flight controller. Permission to buzz the tower. All right, 208 here. And this one's universe number 5. Okay. So now we've gone back through, we changed the number, preset a camera. Yeah. That's a good idea next time. We'll go back to this camera and see if it's going to do us any good now. Oh, well, there's somebody else's truck. Hey, people are taking stuff out of my garage. I'm actually going to pull this up for you guys to see through this, through my mirroring thing here, because there are people that are taking stuff out of my garage. So there they are. I don't even know this person. Oh, that's my brother-in-law. Oh, I know why they're doing that. They're having a little party tonight. Okay. All right, so now we know that the live view of the front of the house is working, because there's the image. Okay. So let's go back here. Let's go back to the sequencer. Now, I shouldn't have to change anything else in the sequencer, correct?
You may have to re-render. We made a lot of changes in the universe numbers. I'm not quite sure if we need to create a new sequence or not, but let's just try to re-render and see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, you'll see it on the office if it doesn't work.
I just re-rendered, and then I just want to turn on the lights. Output to lights. Right? And then it should go.
Yes.
I'm not seeing anything on the lights.
Is your office one
I'm not
working?
seeing anything on my office one either. So let's stop that for a second. Let's go to this, turn them all off, turn them all on. Okay, so they're all, I know they're on now because the one in my office is on, and this is my MQTT that turns them all on. So if I go to each of these controllers, oh, no, they're not showing up as on. That one is. Okay, I'll just go through here and make sure that all of these are turned on.
Now let's go back. Once you're done with that, go into xLights and go to the tools test.
Okay. Tools, test.
Go back to your models tab.
Models.
And just go ahead and tick them all on.
Okay.
Do you see anything on the office?
Yeah, the office is just on solid. Maybe it's not quite solid. It looks like some of them have a little bit of coloration to them.
But it's sending all white.
Okay, so it's just not. It's just. See, none of these. See if these say, okay, those are saying that that's live. Oh, I still can't tell. I still cannot see if those lights are on. Okay, that's it. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go outside and see myself. There I was, huh? Okay, I did it. You know what? They're on. They're on. They're
good, right?
You can't see them, but they're good. So what we need to do is just not trust this camera in the daytime, but that's okay. So that's great. So all this time, well, I don't know about all this time, but at least now, after all that, we got it working. Sweet. So let's close the test. And I'm sure if I ran this, we would see it now.
I'm not sure. It'd probably be best to create a new sequence because we did make significant changes in the layout tab on universes, and it's possible these are bound to the old universes.
Okay, sounds fine to me. Let's get rid of this. So
just
if I just go new
just
sequence
click that,
and then just discard this, bang, and we'll just make an animation, and we're gonna go 20 frames per second and quick start. Okay, so now I've got all my stuff here. Correcto. These are all my things. So now, how do you? So let's copy somebody else's. Can we go through that process? Would you help me through that process?
I can. Do you have somebody else's?
Well, I can grab something right now, right from the Google Drive. Somewhere in here, I've got. Google Drive recent.
And let me know which sequence you choose so that I can open it up on mine too. That way I can see what their layout looks like and tell you what models will be useful to copy over.
Okay.
Maybe worth me showing you how to do that too, actually.
Yeah, it probably would be. So here's xLights share. So if I just go to free sequences, and Christmas. And let's just grab this 7-song Christmas medley. That'd be okay?
I use that one.
So I'm going to download this. Let's double click it. It tells me what's in there. Okay, so I'm just going to download this. Okay. Scanning for viruses. We're going to put it in the downloads. I'm feeling a lot better about this than I was a half an hour ago.
Yeah, I was a little worried. I was like, there's no reason for this to not work.
Crap. Shift D to download. Oh, there's a new trick I didn't know. All right, I'm going to open this. All these goodies are here. I'm going to extract them. Will this make a folder for these?
No, you have to tell it to. So put a folder at the end of that and it should.
Okay. I think I won't. Yeah, this is just for kicks. So let's just say xLights demo.
So this is going to be just his stuff. Yours will be stored outside of this folder.
Okay, great.
And I'll show you why here in a second.
Okay. Password is
xLights.
xLights. I say I remember that. I read enough to know that part. I did a little bit of homework, like that much.
Right.
Okay, so now I got to go to that folder where we just extracted all that stuff. xLights demo. Okay, so here's all this. Now what do I do with that?
So now, first thing we want to do is we're going to look at their show. So open another copy of xLights.
Another copy of xLights.
And the whole reason we do this is because their stuff is going to be named completely different than yours. They're going to have different groups, different models, etc.
So you don't know what's going to be what until you look at it, right?
Right. So click on in show directory on the top left, click on change. Down. Oh, that'll work too. And then go to downloads, then whatever folder you put that in.
Put that stuff, right? Okay, good.
And click select folder.
Aha.
So this is his junk. So if you'll click on the sequencer tab, actually you got to open his songs first. So click on open the green folder and open the 7-song medley updated. Now if you go to the sequence tab and click on the render button.
My rendering takes you don't even notice it. And this is actually has to do some work. It's like there's actually something here, some substance it has to think about. Oh man. Okay.
Now you can click the play button and you will be able to see his show. I'll have that window open. So go to view at the top. Windows. Reset up to defaults.
Reset to defaults. Oh, because he has a bunch of different stuff for his, or was that me that had different
Exactly.
stuff? Okay.
You got all of his settings and everything. So now if you click on play, you'll see his house at the bottom.
Okay.
So what I do at this point is I watch his show, find some things that I like. I'm not necessarily going to do that here because I think this is like a 7 or 8 minute sequence if I remember right. So, but things that look interesting to me that are going to fit to your house are going to be like the roof outlines.
Okay.
Which he could have those in several places. What I'll do now is I'll typically look through the sequence and like where it says roof and uprights. Pick on one of those, just click on one of the effects there and let's make sure, like on the right hand, scroll to the right, just click on one of them. It doesn't matter which, like up a little bit.
Like this thing here.
So that's what it is. So if you look in the model preview, that's what you're getting. So that would look good on your roof. So now what we'll do is go back to your
how do I lengthen out this timeline so that I can see that a little bit better? Is there change the scale up here?
Yeah, hold the control key and use your wheel on your mouse.
Oh yeah, okay. Control and mouse wheel. Okay, cool. All right, so this thing here, let's just say we're going to copy that part.
Yep,
this rainbow thing bouncing back and forth.
Yep, the roof. So let's go to yours.
Okay.
And we're going to go to, we're going to create a new sequence. It's a musical at this point. So click the new sequence
Okay.
button.
Discard all these changes.
Yeah.
Musical
Musical.
sequence.
You're going to browse to his music.
Okay, which was here, here, there. Okay. We're still going to go
Starts good.
start. Okay,
So,
great.
okay.
Now we've got his music right here. I'm going to space that out a little. Okay.
At the top, click on import and then import sequence
Import effects.
or effects. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this time browse to your downloads, show folder, and then 7-song medley, which are already there.
Right there. This 7-song medley updated. And now this is going to bring in, now I get to decide what I want to bring in.
Right. So it's always good to select all the timings. Even if you don't know if you're going to use them, just import them.
Okay.
Pick all those.
Timings. Got them.
And here, since we decided you wanted to get the roof, you'll drag the roof from the right-hand side where it says available onto each of your individual models.
Okay. So over here, where's roof? Roof right here. So I'm going to drag roof like that. And can I do it multiple times? Yes. I can. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not going to put anything on the office. Oh, you know what? Let's put the... Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll do that. So we can that way we can see something happening, right?
Yeah. And it'd be good. It's a good idea to save the mapping. That way, in case you want to make additional changes later, you don't have to remember what you changed. So just click on save. I saved this in the original show photo. Yeah.
Okay.
Now click on OK.
Okay. Whoa.
So that you got all the timings, you've got everything. So if you don't want to see the timings, because it is kind of noisy, you can just uncheck those, like where the green and the yellow is and the blue. Just remove the checkboxes there.
Oh, okay.
Now click on render.
I'm smiling because I think I'm actually going to get a show.
I believe lights will blink. Now you can click the output to lights button and then click on play, and you should have stuff. The problem is there's gaps, right? So he had more effects. So like for the first 30 seconds, there's nothing.
Can I skip ahead?
Yeah.
Not really.
If you're,
there we go. Okay, so it's going to start doing something right about there. Oh, sure enough, there's stuff going on in my, down here on the office floor. Oh, now it's changed to something else. Okay, I got to go outside and watch this. Hold on, I'm going to put this on because this is going to last for a minute, right?
Yeah, this one's going to stop in about 30 seconds. So you might want to jog.
Okay, well, I'll pull it up and then I'll run out there for the next one. We'll fast forward a little bit and I'll run out there because I got to actually see this. But I don't want to run out there and, I leave. Well, you could be the host. You could host the stream. But I'm going to put that mirroring back on so you can see the camera, so you can see me run out there. Okay. Not connected. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go. Well, by the time I get out there, we should be back to having something going on right down here, right? Okay, be back in a second.
That's success.
No, well, it's okay. We did it! We did it! Oh, Paul, thank you. Whew,
Welcome.
we did it. That's fantastic. So I have xLights working. Okay. Now, as far as importing, so it just plain takes time, right? Just you've got to know your house and what you want, and you can start with somebody else's stuff like it. I'm all winded from running up the stairs. So that part just takes time to get all that sequenced out and done out. Are there, I guess the things to do is go through what's on that share folder and look at a bunch of them, right? And just kind of take what you want.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I do. Usually what I do is I'll just, unzip a bunch of them at once and then open their shows one at a time, just like I showed you how, and look at their shows. And it is, while I'm looking, I'm thinking, is it even possible to map this to my display? Because a lot of times it's just not. They have different elements. They have a bunch of stuff you don't have, etc.
Awesome.
One more thing to note, next time you open xLights, it's not going to go to your show folder. It's going to go to theirs. So you're going to need to change the show folder to be see users, down, whatever for yours.
Let's change it back. I don't even know where mine is.
It was under V.
Thank you. Golly, good memory.
I was prepared for this question to come up.
You knew.
And then select folder. Just click select folder. It doesn't show the files.
Gotcha. Okay. So now it's going to be, now when I open it up, it'll be the next one. It'll be the right one, right?
Yes.
All right. Whew. Okay. Anything else you can think of, Paul? What about, let's see if there's some questions for a minute about what the heck we just did. How long have we been doing this now? Have we been 2 hours already? So when you did yours, we were watching your stuff. Was most of that all copied from stuff? Unicorns to celebrate, you betcha.
Yeah, so my initial take, I didn't know any better. So I purchased some sequences from Extreme Sequences when they had a sale. And granted, they are good sequences. You get what you pay for. But they're not cheap. Then I found the Google Drive after the fact. And then later, my son started doing some sequencing for me. So that's pretty handy.
Your son's doing it for you?
So he'll do it from scratch.
I'm going to go tell my kids that. He does it from scratch.
Yes.
Yes.
Like he'll get the song.
Does fart.
And then
he'll get the song and do it. Mine is so simple. I kind of feel like, well, I don't know. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to have to go through, look at some of those sequences and, see think about what do I want it to be. Because again, mine is really simple, right? I got nothing but a roof line. So there's not too much there.
Yeah, you can really simplify your topology. Create a group with all your roof lines in it, and then off you go. And you can sequence on just one element.
Yeah, that would be easy. So, all right. Well, Paul, thank you again. Make sure I have your address because I need to send you at least some stickers. Have you ever had stickers before? Have you ever won or anything?
Never won.
Oh my gosh. Well, make sure in Discord, and I won't show it to the world, but make sure I have your address, and you'll be getting stickers very soon.
Sure.
Okay. All right. I'm going to let you get back to what you were doing, and we'll probably finish up the stream here in a few minutes. Thanks again. Tom.
Bye.
Everybody thank Paul. And like his Facebook page. Where's that Facebook page again? Oh, he just hung up. That's okay. He's still watching the stream. Let's make sure we like Paul's Facebook page for helping out today. Wow. That was awesome. That was a bit hair raising there for a little while when I thought it wasn't going to work. Preset change. No. All right, let's go back to this. And we didn't go to the xLights users manual at all. That's okay. All right. We got a new subscriber. You know what we haven't done yet today that I really like is the airplanes. I like this one. I think that's because of the song. There we go. Thank you, Will. Thank you. Posted Paul's page. So go to Paul's Facebook page, everybody, and and like it. He stumbled. I mean, if he can get me through it, whew. But now I understand better. I understand some things. And we learned a very important lesson. I think that lesson we learned, Quindor was trying to tell us from the beginning. And Paul's way it was so enticing. The way that he used just big blocks of universes was very enticing, because I spent a lot of time, like I had to go outside of my house and count the lights, do different things to try and figure out exactly how many pixels I had and stuff. And I had to, do math to make sure that I got the right number of universes. So because I did this differently, like previous to coming on today, believe it or not. And I had done it. What we ended up doing was similar, but not exactly what I did. Because I changed the number of channels too, which you don't need to do. Excuse me. We proved that you don't need to do that. But if you're using wLED, you can't do that big chunks of universes. I think that was our problem. Yeah, I do think so, Will. Unless somebody else has another theory, I think that was probably the problem. Created a show along. It's worked without a glitch. Awesome. Oh, fantastic. Aaron, so while we were doing this, you were doing it? That's a great way to do it. That's such a great way to do it. Oh, and you know what, Jamie? Do you want to post that? Where do we find that again? I can't remember where the link is for that. The help group where Paul gives help and other people do as well. So what was somebody post that, would you? Somebody post that. So that, because that is a live chat help. Second Wilbur's quest. Can you record tonight in the dark and upload and share? Yeah. I will. And what I will actually probably do, I'm off the next 2 days. I will probably make a video. Yeah, can I create a summary video? I will go back through and look at this and try and pick out what is useful. It was so choppy and so bad in a couple places. I'm just, mentally going back over the stream and thinking about how it went down. It may be better for me to just review it and just redo it. But I will go back and I watch the stream and I'll try and chop it up and make it into something digestible. But we can definitely 12 days of Xmas. That's funny that you say that, Father Time, because I wrote that today. I actually wrote Xmas today because I was making a list of all the streams of the topics that I wanted to cover on the 12 streams of or 12 days of Xmas. But we're going to start doing that. Zoom link. Yeah, the Zoom link. Top right. Zoom link. Where was it? Was it in... Where can we go to see your upload tonight? Ben, if I upload something tonight, I can just let's see, probably on Discord. Why don't I upload something on Discord? So it'll be there. You might want to reserve some time to watch your stream Tuesday. Might have a surprise, trying to arrange it. Okay, fantastic. I'll be watching, Frank, because I'll be home from work. So hopefully I can see a good part of it anyways. Are you going to be the normal time? I guess it's usually about noon my time, because I should be home. Where do I get xLights? You just download it, my friend. You can just go xlights.com, I believe, or xlights.org. There it is. Surprise! Oh, man. Thanks. I joined late, but we'll rewatch. We'll be seeing the progress the same rate as you lately. I'll join Discord. Awesome. Thank you. And it's xLights it's very powerful, and it's one of those things, it seems like once you get it, it's easy. You know it, and you can do a lot of things. But getting to that point where you understand it and where the things make sense and you know where you need to go to solve problems is not easy. It's just not. I'm sure it's been, they've been building it, or I don't even know who makes it or what. And there's the Zoom meeting button. Sorry, squirreled. There's the Zoom meeting button. So when you go to xlights.org, and if you're struggling, if you're having help, You go to this Zoom meeting, and you'll have to do a bunch of stuff here to load. I don't really want to open this, but sure, why not? Open Zoom meeting. Anyways, this is where Paul and other guys are hanging out, being willing to. Oh, looks, this is what's happening right now. Join computer audio. So this is what's happening right now. This is somebody's, and I'm sure if I join audio, I can probably hear what's happening. So, but I'm not gonna exit full screen. So that is super cool. So I don't think Mike's here anymore, but Mike is it Downey? Mike Downey, yes. I want to cancel this. I just want to close it. Leave meeting. Yeah. I went over to Mike's house. Mike is he lives not too far from me, and so we went over to his house. I don't remember if it was last night or 2 nights ago, a couple nights ago. Once you know what, Rick, you're right. It is like anesthesia. It's not once you get it, it's easy, but it's not easy getting there. That's funny. Big learning curve. Anyway, but I think this community of guys who've been doing these shows for a few years now is really nice, really good guys that are very willing to help. There's a lot of people out there, and it's a hobby, just like a lot of these things that we've been doing with Home Assistant and DIY smart home stuff, that guys that like to tinker and are happy to share what they've learned and stuff. So with Node MCU and wLED only, can I hook up 1200 LEDs? No, I wouldn't recommend it. You might do it. Don't play Disney, you get sued. That's for sure. Gosh, that was sure funny. That was last year. And it was like, anyways, yeah. Dave Davies arrived late. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Have 3 Raspberry Pis running the home now. Awesome. And to think I'm just using wLED for what it's worth to set Christmas. You guys are amazing. Hey, thanks, Scott. This is so you can, when you're ready, you can go to the next level, and you don't have to change anything. That's one of the things about wLED that just floored me, was how capable it is as a standalone. If you just want to put a few lights on a Christmas tree, or you can go a little bigger and go lights around the outside of your house, or you can, mix and match and do some things, which is about where I am. I've got some lights outside the house, some lights inside the house, some lights on the tree. I'm going to put lights on the Christmas tree, and run them all with wLED. But then if you want to take the next big step and start running big sequences and big fancy shows with xLights and music and all that stuff, you don't have to change any of the hardware. You don't have to change any of the lights. You don't have to spend all that time right now and try and dive in and put 5,000 lights up and spend hours, creating a sequence. You can just get started with some lights on your house or lights in the tree and keep on growing. Is there a new release of wLED? There is, Aaron. There is actually. And I saw some pictures. It's in beta right now, but it's 0.90, I guess. Is Air Cookie here? No, I don't think so. Air Cookie with 3 O's. That's right. You gotta, yeah, if you don't do it right. That's funny, JD. 66 commits since 0.86. Wow. Yeah, it's quite a bit different. When I saw the previews, the images of the UI and stuff, it's very different and looks really cool. And I know that Air Cookie had a lot of things he wanted to implement. So we'll see. I'm excited. I know it's still beta and it's not quite ready for prime time, but it will be at some point before too long. But for now, it's still just that same one. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, it does seem like it's going to be big. It's going to be quite a change. All right. Anything else we need to talk about, work on? Should we get the kids up here and do the sign off? And I've got my mom in town, and we're going to do some gingerbread houses. That was why that big banging that happened at some point. I don't even know if you guys even heard that, but Mrs. Z's and the kids came up here and were grabbing a folding table, and I don't know if they dropped it or what, but I was kind of concerned that something broke. Made such a noise, but it would be great to get temp sensor from Quinn LED Dig Uno in wLED. Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. We didn't ask him. Yes, you did. And the look you gave. So I didn't hide that, huh? I didn't hide that very well. Look of like, what are you doing? Oh, man. Fantastic. Well, I have many, many things that I could still talk about, but keep the discussion going in Discord, and we'll be doing the 12 streams of Christmas. I'll probably start. I was trying to add up the days and seeing what days I won't be able to do it. So I'll probably start it somewhere around the 12th or so of December. So later this week we'll start. All right. Let's do the things that we do at the end. We're going to throw the cube to start with. Yes. It's time for sign off. It's time for sign off. It's time for sign off. And then I hear that she does that. I get the announcement, and then I hear her thumping up the stairs. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, and you know, so it ended up, you guys, so 2 weeks ago, most of you guys are the same every week, and I so appreciate that. But 2 weeks ago, remember we had a little snafu with the sticker giveaway, right? And I just said, fine, whatever, just everybody give me your addresses and I'll send you all stickers. So I have that. I have all those addresses. I've been talking. I haven't had time. Gracie brought me a gingerbread cookie. I ate his arm.
Yeah, because it broke.
Because his arm broke. Yeah, that's okay. On the third day of Christmas, DrZzs gives me 1 awesome community, 2-hour streams, 3 great hearty laughs. Thank you, Boyd. That's fantastic. Still waiting for him. I haven't sent him, Carlo. I haven't sent him, but I do have everybody's addresses from that day. We lit that candle over there because it didn't smell so good a little while ago, or a couple days ago. No. Yeah, blow it out. Go ahead and blow it out. Well, no, don't. I haven't started the giveaway yet. What's today? The 8th. Stickers.
December
12/8.
2014. No.
There we go.
This is
now you can do exclamation point.
In the 90s.
Now you can do exclamation point enter. And then for Father Time and the gang, let me pull up while we're doing this. I have to share some bug.
It smells bad right now.
It smells good.
No, do you smell that?
Well, it smells like candle, like burnt candle a little bit.
Burnt candle.
All right. So here are some images from the bug. So this is it. This is the bug. This is the motor. This is my plate that adapts the two together. That's the transmission. And what I'm talking about here, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. You guys hear that audio on that? Anyways, this is showing that I got it bolted in and I've got clearance at the body, so it actually works. And then the next video in the line here is showing, this is, you guys saw on Instagram probably, is showing that I actually twist the motor on this side and I've got the coupling in there and it turns the transmission. So once this, this is the part that has been vexing me for months and months and months, was getting this thing together. So we finally did it. And I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I'm off the next 2 days, so I'm going to work on it some more tomorrow.
But, Dad,
there's some funny stuff.
We're getting our Christmas tree.
We'll have time to get the Christmas tree, sweetie. I'll be getting that while you're at school. So anyways, I've been filming a lot of stuff. I got to eventually put together a bug video or some bug videos. And then that's my boy Jackson. He was Scrooge in the play. Isn't that cool?
Yesterday was their last.
Yep. And this is Zach. You guys recognize some of them probably.
They're fighting.
So Scrooge and Fred. So all right. Good times. Good times. Christmas Carol. That's right.
Christmas Carol.
Let's see. What was I going to do? Oh, well, I'll do that another time too. We'll do that in one of these coming up.
How many giveaway people are there?
How many giveaway people are there? Grip ties. Thank you very much. Exclamation point GT. I believe is how you do grip ties. Great stream. Thank you, Will. Thank you for your help. Thank you for everybody for helping.
Thank you, Will.
I did not get to pay nearly as much attention to the chat today as I typically like to do. I was not nearly as engaging to you all as I usually try to be. But I appreciate you sticking around. And again, I hope it was helpful. Definitely I learned some stuff, and I'll do what I can. Are you too late to see? You can watch some replay. I'm going to try and do a summary of this one, because this one was a lot of good. We had an infiltrator, took care of him. I kind of caught that. What exactly happened there? Somebody was just saying, hey, go to my stream or something. I barely saw something, and then I saw something. I didn't pay much attention to it. But thank you guys for taking care of the business. I appreciate it. You guys are looking out for me, and I love it. It's awesome. Great community. Great bunch of friends. Thank you. Did it say Holly first? Okay. So how many are we at? Let's get to at least like 70 or so. Oh, okay. We're already there. All right. Anybody else? He was spamming for his channel. Well, thank you then for blocking him. You know me. It's funny because I'm pretty good at. Okay, thank you. I'm pretty inclusive. You know, I want to promote other people, but you don't just, have something to share. Don't just. Anyways, I appreciate you guys taking care of that. All right, so we are ready to draw. Are you guys ready to draw?
I know.
Holly and Grace are the drummers. Holly and Zoe are the drummers.
Bye.
K-Pay, what is your channel? What is your channel? You have a channel? What is it? Show us.
Probably the channel that he's talking
about. Oh, I guess so. I have bunny ears. Yes, I did have bunny ears. Kay Pisansky. All right, let's check it out. We're going to pull this up real quick, and then we will get on.
Our family's sick.
Yeah. We've had some sick kids this week. We're going to have kids staying after school doing homework. All right. Oh, what do you got? Open source virtual assistant. Oh, awesome. All right. Let's do it. Subscribe.
She just cares if you listen to school.
All right, man. Make some good stuff for us.
My teacher doesn't care if I listen.
Results.
Subscribe to his channel also.
There we go. I think that should be a channel. Hopefully that's the right one. Anyways, okay. We're gonna pick our winners now. Ready, everybody? Holly's gonna pick the winner. Go. And the winner is Father Time. Father Time wins the stickers. Father Time wins the stickers. Father Time has won the stickers. Padre Tiempo ganó las, ¿cómo le dicen? How would you say stickers? Let's see how it goes. Nope, draw again. All right, Father Time, thank you, my friend. You're a good brother. Oh, like the Grinch? Okay, we're going to pick two more winners because Father Time has, he's graciously given his name back because he's already won. But thank you, dude. Okay, let's do it, Zoe.
All the girls are going to
It's that one right there. I always wait for my head to get patted. All right, Yusuf Diori. Yusuf Diori, you win the stickers. Okay, we're going to do one more sticker winner.
3, 2, 1.
Did you push it? I don't think you pushed it hard enough. Ow, Dawson hits harder than everybody else. And Sammy Sassoon. Owie, honey. You make my vision shake when you do that. All right, so Sammy and Yusuf, send me your addresses in Discord, because that whole address thing I tried setting up last time, that was a bit of a malfunction. And I'm going to end this giveaway. Thank you, honey. Ow.
I know.
And 2 streams ago, everyone won. That's true.
That's true, yeah.
All right. And then
Sign off like
sign off like the
Grinch.
Grinch, the kids say. Sign off like the Grinch. What are you doing?
As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, adios.
Every Christmas he
that
steals
was.
our
That was the Joker. I don't know what that was.
every Christmas he steals our presents, so he's the Grinch.
Okay. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Thanks for being here. Paul, thanks huge for your help, and everybody else, Will and the gang, for being in the chat and having a good stream with us. So take care, fellas. We'll see you very soon. Adios.